The way that I define failure in high ticket sales is low income over an extended period of time and then giving up. That's failure to me in high ticket sales. And I see a lot of people who deal with this, and I don't want you to deal with this. So I'm going to explain to you why most remote closers actually fail, why the industry promises you all these great things, but most high ticket closers actually fail and don't make it, and then what you can do to avoid that, and what you can do to actually make changes, and what you can do to get to exactly where you want to be. Failure in high ticket sales really comes down to two things: skill set and opportunity. Now, what's interesting about the high ticket space is sales can be like a golden ticket. It's a golden ticket, meaning you can make a lot of money because you're positioning yourself in the flow of money for a business owner, handling their business, working on their deals, working on potential connections that they have, and then bringing deals over the line, closing deals, making money for that business owner and getting a piece of the whole business. Literally a partnership in some sense. That's what sales is. Now, it can be a golden ticket, but it very quickly can lead to you getting nowhere if done the wrong way. And the reason why I see them don't make it is because sales is actually very similar to a sport, meaning that everyone wants to do it, right? Everyone, when they're a little kid, wants to be an athlete. Everyone, I know me, I want to be a basketball player. I want to be a football player. I had my baseball phase. Everyone wants to be an athlete, and they all think they can do it. So everyone kind of just gets in, and a lot of people can get in, right? There's so many people who are closers or who are SDRs or who are setters. I put quotes around it, and everyone wants in, but most people stay in the lower leagues. The lower leagues meaning where they're on offers, where the marketing is not good, the company is shit, the company's one step away from being a scam. So what happens in the sales space is a lot of people are trying to get in and trying to make it, but the amount of offers that are quality is not very high, right? So the top offers, the top 10% of offers, you get 100 closers trying to get those 10 offers. Something's going to have to give. So a lot of closers end up staying broke because they're struggling to find the right offers. They're struggling to get on good offers. And one of the things that's so important is your skill set. And I can't stress this enough. Your skill set is the greatest tool you have in the sales game. You can try to find opportunity after opportunity and go on interview after interview. But if your skill set isn't good, you are going to struggle. You're not going to have success. And the reason is because as a sales professional, every opportunity that you lose for a business owner, as in when you get on that call, if you can't close an opportunity, if you struggle to close, if you lose an opportunity that you should have closed, you just costed the business owner money. You just lost the company money. It's not even like, oh, do your job better. It's you're taking money and throwing it in the trash. So if you should have closed a deal and you can't do it because your skill set is not up to par, you are literally costing the company money. Your skill set is your greatest tool in the game. Here's the problem that I see in the market, and here's how you can avoid this problem. I'm going to explain it all to you. Most sales professionals don't have the right training, and it's a problem. Most sales professionals that I've come across, people that I've hired, people that I've looked at, that I've interviewed, they don't have the right training. What you need in sales is you need training that focuses really on three things, okay? Number one is objections. Number two is leadership. And number three is your ability to perform under pressure. Those are the most important things you need to train on in sales. You need to know the process. You need to understand all the protocols. You need to have the right scripting, yes. But the most important things is you need to be able to handle objections. You need to be able to lead through your process. And you have to have the ability to perform under pressure and be like ice. Most high-ticket sales training programs that I've seen, and I've been through many of them, I've spent tens of thousands of dollars on high-ticket sales training, tens of thousands of dollars, from one-on-one mentorship to companies like Seventh Level, working with them, other companies like I've been in the space and I've invested time in training. Most high-ticket sales programs have the goal of making you feel good while giving you super slow progress. That's a fact. Most sales training programs, and I'm not even going to say they have this goal maliciously. It's not like the sales coach is thinking of this and trying to do something evil. But most sales programs, they focus a lot on like tonality and communicating well and learning how to deliver like a script, right? They're not focused on the real hardcore aspects of sales that are going to make you money, which comes down to your ability to handle objections, your ability to lead your prospects and be a firm leader on a call and perform under pressure when you feel uncomfortable and you don't feel good enough. That's the important part. That's how you get better. So I see so many guys with good intent in sales, guys who want to have success, guys who want to take action, guys who want to make money, but they have the wrong training baselines. And the second part of this, and going back to baselines, they train the wrong way, right? So it's not even just that the program isn't good, because the first thing is like, they're just not learning from the right people. That's number one. But secondly, they're training the wrong way. Like, I'll give you an example of there's a guy I know who's been in, I think, 3 or 4 different training programs. He's invested in a lot of people. I've seen this guy. He's come on even some of my trainings, my free stuff. Never paid me. So if he would have paid me, he would have worked with me. He'd have a lot better results. But, he came into our community and I saw him train with us. And I've seen this guy in a lot of the programs that I've been in the past. And this guy's been stuck making like $2,000 to $4,000 a month. He's been stuck at that point for the last 12 months in sales. He's been stuck there. And I know guys like this who came in and trained with me. Before they got to me, they would tell me, yeah, I've been stuck at 3, 4K. How long have you been stuck there, brother? For like a year. A year now. I've been training with people and I've been stuck at 3, 4K. They come in and train with me. Boom, they're at 8K, 10K, 12K months. Why is this happening? What's the problem? A couple things. Number one, if you want to get good at sales, you have to have someone watch your calls, but you have to have someone who's good watch your calls. It has to be someone who understands the game of closing, not someone who's been in a good position in life, who's been in good closing positions and has had easy sales calls. Not that. But what you want is someone who you can verify they have a good skill set. Someone who is good at sales. And I mean someone who can handle objections. Someone who, when a prospect is giving them real objections, not this is really expensive, let's figure out a payment plan. Not that. I'm talking about where the prospect is like, okay, this is nice, put it in an email and I'm going to get back to you. When a prospect does that, can your coach, the person you're looking at who you've learned sales from, can they handle that? Odds are they can't. And yes, I'm going to talk a little bit of shit here because it pisses me off. There's a lot of people in the industry who say they're good at sales. A lot of people in the industry who run programs, and then you put them in a situation where they actually have to really handle objections. I'm not talking about objections like, I love the whole thing, I would love to do it, but I need to figure out a payment plan. Cool, we just figure out and hack some numbers there. It's not a problem. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about where their prospects are like, oh, I have so much fear and I'm going to put this off till next week, or I'm going to put this off 3 weeks from now. Hey, I've got vacation coming up. Let me do this when I come back. How do you handle that? Because I guarantee you your favorite sales trainer probably can't fucking handle it. Like, they probably can't. Ask them to see their calls. That's why I share my calls, because I know how to handle that stuff, because I've trained how to handle that stuff. And I will gladly and clearly and openly share my calls. And I will show you me doing it. I will put it out here on YouTube for you to see. It's inside my program. In my program right now, today is Friday as of me shooting this, we're going to train on more of my sales calls. I show me handling objections. I show it to my guys. You can see it inside my free group. Not selling you anything. I have nothing to sell you. You can click below and look below and watch my calls and watch how I do this. Not easy calls where someone just said, okay, cool, I'm in, let's go. Not that. That's too easy. I'm talking about calls where I had to pull teeth and handle objections. Now, if you have someone who's good, someone who you verified is good, and you trust that they're good, you trust they have a skill set, you want to have them look at your calls and give you feedback. That's the key. You want them to look at your calls. You want them to explain what you've done wrong and give you feedback so you can adjust. That's how you get better. You also want to become conversational in sales, not script-based. So you're going to have to memorize a script at a certain point. I have my script memorized. I have the whole thing top to bottom memorized. Every single line is memorized. But once you understand the script and you understand it and it's memorized, you don't want to stick on script always, because there's times where you have to go off the script. So you don't want to just memorize a script. Is your script quality as well? That's huge. What you want to do is, and I'm really telling you this, man, because I love you and I want you to get better. I want you to grow. I want you to have success. And I really do mean that. Like, I've got love for you, bro. Like, I'm here telling you this stuff because I want you to make money. You have to avoid predatory training programs that are ego-driven and that don't give you lots of time and attention. This is the other part. So there's other programs out there. A program I was a part of, I won't get into it, but I won't, share what that program was, but it was a program I was a part of. I learned a lot about how to handle objections, and I did really, really well in that program. But I promise you, 2 or 3 weeks in the program, maybe let's give room for error, maybe a month into that program, the guys in the program were asking me for coaching and asking me for help. Not even paid coaching. I wasn't paying anyone, getting paid, stealing clients, none of that. None of those guys have ever paid me for coaching. But the guys I was in that program with were literally asking me to work with them personally and to help them. They would try to book more role plays with me. They were like, hey, do you want to role play? Do you want to role play? Because I got so good and they weren't getting support and feedback from the coaches. It was just assistant coaches working with them. Everyone would kind of do like 5 minutes of objection handling. Then the coach goes on a rant about success and business and what it takes to win in this game of sales. That's all it was, right? The frameworks were good. The principles were good. The protocols, the strategies were really good. And I based a lot of what I know about objections on those principles. But but the support, the feedback wasn't there because it was such a big program. There were so many people. Everyone was kind of just lumped into this massive group. And then you were upsold to come to the next level. And even there, the support is not very, very, very hands-on. You want to avoid predatory training programs where you're just lumped in with a bunch of people, right? Where it's you and fucking 50 people listening to some assistant coaches or some people who have a lot of ego. Even if the head coach is like this, like talking about how great they are and all this, like you just want a program that wants you to win and that's going to give you real fucking training. They're going to look at your stuff. They're going to give you feedback on what to do differently. That's what you actually want. So what I want you to do, and we're going to continue training, come see what my stuff is about. It's below and it's free. I have nothing to sell you. As I always say here on YouTube, I have nothing to sell you. I have a free school community that is the best training community on sales. There's no community on school or anywhere on the internet that's going to give you as much value as I have in this school community, and it's free. I give you an entire closing course, everything, and I show you my calls. I show you how to handle objections, all this stuff I give you for free inside the school program. So click below. It's called Quantum Level. Join it. It's free. We've got, I think, 560 people in there now. Really awesome people. Really great guys inside training. Go down. A lot of people have made money from this group, by the way. And again, it's free. You literally just give your time. You show up to the sessions that we have once a week on Thursdays. Ask some questions, go through the course material, learn it, and then if you feel like, you can use this stuff, come in and work with me personally, and you pay me, and then we work and get you making money faster. Come into the community. Number 2, the second part of this is opportunity. Like I said, after skill set is opportunity. Because, if your skill set is not elite, you're going to be stuck with the worst opportunities. Right now, if I want to go out and get a good offer, if I want to be on a good offer, I can get 10 solid offers this week to be on. 10 solid offers where I'll be closing deals that are 8K, 10K, 20K consistently because of my skill set, and because my skill set can vouch for me, because my skill set is verified, right? Because I put my stuff out there, because people are starting to know me in the space. People know me in the industry. So the same thing for you. A lot of closers I see don't have the right opportunities, and they never reach their potential. They're stuck on offers that are shit offers, and they never reached their actual potential. There's guys I know who had so much potential, but they never reached it because they didn't get on the best opportunities. So getting into the right network is also a huge part of this. It's not just your skill set. Your skill set's part of it, but you also need to get into the right network, because opportunities are going to follow your skill set. So skill set comes first, but then is opportunities. So what you want to do is get your face out there. And that's why I told you come to Quantum Level. That's why I said come into our group, into our community, because I'm going to get to know you. I'm going to see you. I'm going to see your face. There's other people in there that are going to see your face, see you training, see you putting yourself out there. When your skill set is known, when people know you and people know who you are, when they know what you're about, opportunity starts to come. So people know the skill set at the top. That's why I tell all my guys, post your call recordings. Let people see your sales calls. Once you get good, and the guys I'm talking about that I'm training, not the guys in the free group, because they're not my clients, but people that I'm training personally that I work with, shout out Rocco, shout out Kyrill, shout out Amon, shout out Colin, shout out Sati, shout out all of you, Frank. You know who you guys are. Like these guys I'm working with, I'm telling them, put your calls out there, because you're getting better. You're getting good right now. You're learning how to handle objections. You're learning leadership. You're learning how to create compliance. You're learning all these principles of communication, of conversation. Do that. Once you do that, take that skill set and put it out into a public arena. Get your landing page set up, right? Go post your skill set and talk about it on X, on Twitter, right? Share some stuff on Facebook. Share some call recordings. Share some insights that you've had, some wins. Get your face out there and get known. That's how you build your network, right? That's the game. That's how it all works. That's it. I want to share that with you here. I want you to make money, because 99% of people in this space are going to stay broke. They are going to struggle. And that doesn't have to be you. You don't have to settle for a future like that. And I dare say I don't want you to settle for a future like that. That's why I make these trainings. That's why I've made this training here. Okay. Take care. Stay blessed. I will see you on the next training that we do here, that I do. Keep grinding. Keep taking action. Hey, if you're learning from this, subscribe. Subscribe and commit to yourself learning more. That's one step you can take here. Press the little red button if you feel like there is value here. Okay, that's it. I will see you on the next one. Take care. Goodbye.